Hey guys, this is Dragon House Party here. In this video I'm going to talk about my current practice routine for Fortnite. As much as I enjoy the game, I'm complete trash at the game and I'm looking to improve so I can casually get some wins and perhaps enjoy the game even more. Eventually I would like to start streaming the game and join some scrims to see if I can match up to the players eventually. Probably not, but we're still gonna give it a try to see how far I can come. So, without much further ado, let's dive into it. So this video, I'm going to explain the practice routine I currently use. I'm in my second week now, and I've seen a steady increase in my Kovaak performance, which is really nice because I didn't think it would increase that fast. But as I said, I'm a complete noob, and a lot of gains are made in the first 80%, right? So let's go through the Kovaak routine and the creative routine. And I'm doing this routine for 2 weeks, and in a week I will show a progress video about showing the Kovaak performance and my creative performance to see if to see if it's better. So for the Kovaak routine, I used the Aimer 7 practice guide. You can find a link in the description of this video. Please support him by Twitter and everything. The stuff he wrote, it's very good and it's a very extensive guide, and he definitely put a lot of thought into it. My practice routine currently exists of the complete beginner's routine. So I just took a starting point and I thought that might be the best part for me. So in order to start this, you will start your workout with a Keda IC long strafe for 5 minutes just to warm up. This exercise, there's a room with a platform and there's a bot walking around and you need to kill it. So after this warm up, we dive into the close long strafes, where you have a bot running in front of you, very close range, and it's very hard actually. And after that, we will dive into the one wall, 6 targets TE exercise. This has one wall, 6 targets, big targets, pretty easy to hit. I think you should try to do it as fast as possible. After that, we will dive into the bugha XY long strafe. So this is a little bit harder to hit, but it's good for precision, and there's verticality built into it. The next exercise is Style Frenzy. You're probably aware of this exercise. It's being shown by streamers all over the world. But this is not Style Frenzy 180. It's strafing, which has the targets that are actually moving. So, and the next exercise is vertical long strafes, where a big target is floating around in the air, and you have to track it perfectly. And the next target is one wall, one target, which I found really hard because I guess I'm old or something. I'm really bad at it actually. So after we did this, this is about 65 minutes. So it takes 70 minutes of training for Kovaak, and we will do this for 14 days in a row. And after the Kovaak performance, the Kovaak routine, I will dive into a creative map. And the creative map is actually from FLO 75. I used to use it for the aiming exercises and whatnot. Right now, I'm just using it for the free building exercises. But nonetheless, I love using this map. I will put a link in the description so you can find it as well. So the first creative exercise I'm doing is building a 1x1 and then edit down. And I will do this for 5 minutes. To create a 1x1, you will ramp up, place a wall in front of you, turn 270 degrees, and then look down, place a floor, look up, place a ramp. And then you will repeat the process. And after you hit the top of the creative map, then I will edit down and try to do this as consistently as possible. I need some re-practicing because the The edit confirmation now works just by holding the mouse button and releasing it. In the past you had to use the edit button again. So I'm still pretty used to that. And I think it will take some time for me to let that go. So next exercise, after the 1x1, we will create double ramps. And we will create double ramps by placing walls and floors. It's a classic exercise. I think most of the pros don't even practice this anymore because they don't need to. But for me, it's still nice to get this muscle memory available to me. After the double ramp for 5 minutes, I will jump into doing 90s for 5 minutes. And the 90s I'm currently using are the Spider 90s. I used to do the normal 90s, but this I think this saves mats and is maybe faster eventually. Not right now, I'm faster at doing the normal 90s, but yeah, I think you should be able to do them all. So after that, I'm doing an exercise for 5 minutes called connecting floors. And this is an exercise which I got from Face Martos. I will put a link to the video in the description as well. What you're doing is you create a ramp, and then you create 4 floors, and then you build up again with a ramp and a wall again, and create 4 floors. After I hit the top of the creative map, I will start editing down, so I get some editing practice again. And the next exercise after that is connecting walls. It's a little bit of the same, but the thing is you get a 180 degrees while building. So you create a ramp, and then you turn around, and then you create 4 walls in front of you, and you build up again, and then repeat it. Make sure if you practice this that you practice both sides, so left and right, and turn them around, because you need them in game. So after doing that for 5 minutes, I jump into a tunneling exercise, a straight tunneling exercise. And for me, there are 2 variations on this. One is by not creating a wall in front of you, and one by creating a wall in front of you, where you have to edit yourself through the wall as well. I think the wall in front of you should give you more cover, and it's safer. But of course, it takes more time to edit yourself through. So I think it's wise to practice this and make sure I'm very fast at it. So that concludes the creative exercises I'm doing right now, and I will do this for 14 days as well. And after I'm done practicing the creative routines, I will jump into solo matches for about 30 minutes. And I try to take one of the exercises I take from the creative exercise. So, for example, whenever I see an opponent, I build up and box myself in 3 stories high or something. And this way, I'm getting a muscle memory for when a situation hits you. Because we all know that when you run into an opponent, the first thing you do is start spraying. And that's something I've learned for many years playing first-person shooters. That's something I need to get rid of. So this way of exercising helps me try other scenarios when I run into people. So thank you very much for watching. This concludes the video for my current practice routine. As I said, I will do this for 14 days, and after 14 days, after 7 days, I will create a progress video, how I'm doing, if I'm actually going to complete the 14 days, because I think it's very heavy to train this much. But let's see where it gets me, and see if I can actually improve a little bit. And well, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.